to seeing on television, on the stuff that you normally see. And this product was only on YouTube, and I ended up getting attached to it, but it folded its doors earlier this month. And I'll link you to my social media in the description. I loved it so much that I even made a promotional set of cards based on it, because I'm a freelance graphic designer, for those that don't know, based on it. And a lot of the talent from that promotion actually liked it. And I've actually been thinking about printing it, but anyway, that's not to keep putting myself over, but I really understand after I got into that promotion why some people do get attached to their local indie federation. But here's one thing that I was watching the other day on 10 Pounds of Gold on YouTube, that a lot of times what Nick Aldis, who's the current champion of the new NWA, he said that a lot of fans, they don't want just one promotion to have control of everything, or they want to see champion of this company wrestle the champion of that company and things like that. I don't want to see that. See, anytime I've watched wrestling, every promotion is supposed to be its own universe. It's supposed to be its own world. So when I see on the independent circuit, I see all these wrestlers carrying a belt from another promotion on into the ring at this other promotion, I'm just like, that's wrong. And the lines are just getting blurred so much. See, it was when the Monday Night Wars were going on, the blurring of that line was cool because it opened up the entire business to everyone. But when it was over, it's like everybody else wanted to try and just latch on to that and think they could recreate it. I'm sorry, that's impossible. Because that was the one thing, is like the NWA was its own world. The WWF was its own world. But now you can't say that on the independent circuit these days, because the indies are just the indies. It's just like everybody knows everybody. Everybody's friends with everybody. Everybody's the same character, even on every single show. See, what the NWL had done, they completely scrapped who those guys were in other promotions and made them their own world. See, they took an independent promotion and they booked it like a big time promotion. Most companies would do much better now if they followed that model. And to me, that's one thing that the independent circuit's lacking. Everybody wants to be friends. Everybody wants to work together, but that's not going to happen unless you all merge together. I'm rambling a little bit here, but I think a lot of you get what I'm trying to say. You can't make stars and separate yourself if everybody is technically the same guy all the time. See, what separates you from your competition? See, what Lucha Underground has done, they've separated themselves from other federations, because what they've done it seasonally, and they have a running thread through the entire promotion. See, what it is, it's a television show. A television show about an ancient war that's played out through wrestling. See how that sounds? Me just telling you that makes you want to watch it, right? So I can't tell you a running thread that goes through Ring of Honor. I mean, Kingdom Conspiracy, if I say that to you, what the heck does that mean? Oh, well, it's a bunch of guys who wrestle really well. Nobody's really going to want to tune in to see that, right? I mean, you may get into it if you actually watch it. That's on you. But initially, what are you offering me that's going to draw me into it? And that's the problem I see right now with the entire business. It's just like nothing is out there to draw people in other than great wrestling. What are you doing to create more fans? What are you doing? Think about that. Because the idea is not to keep the people that you already have. The idea is to turn a non-viewer into a hardcore viewer. And then you'll see these raging idiots online constantly say, like, screw the casuals, screw these people. They don't know anything about wrestling. Okay, here's a novel idea. Teach them. But here's the thing. Let them make their own decisions. Tell them about it if you have something to talk about. And that's the problem right now, too. You're not inviting more people in because you know deep down inside there's nothing to tune in for. When was the last time you said, after any of your, low favorite indie promotions shows, any WWE show, when was the last time you told somebody, hey, tune into this next week because you're not going to want to miss next week's show because blank happened on this show? I mean, I can't remember the last time I saw that, because all I'm seeing is what a lot of you are seeing, yes. But you're missing the point in what's going on here. The people are leaving because nothing is holding their interest. It's holding your interest because, if you're still remaining, because it's what you know. A lot of you are just like me. You're remaining because this is what you know. This is what you've always done. And you can't imagine not watching it. You can be critical about it, yes. But at the same time, you just can't turn it off. And all the fantasy booking in the world isn't going to save things right now. All it's going to take is us acting accordingly and being fair to the talent that's out there right now. And also, we have to hold the people that are writing the show accountable. Yes, but we're not there. But at the same time, we trusted them before. I trusted creative in WCW and WWF during the dark ages of the mid to late 90s, and they brought themselves back out of it. And I have no choice but to ride this out and trust them now. I think you should do the same thing too, because let's be honest, since about 2012, 2013, there's been a struggle. And this is about the same amount of time that we were struggling in the dark ages, pre-Attitude Era. I think it's time we got to bite our mouthpieces. And sometimes I think we got to shut our mouths and just hopefully they'll get it. But that's a conversation again for another day. And, I just like to say that I want it to get better, but us raging at each other and taking these non-experts and YouTube loudmouths for gospel isn't going to help things. But, like I said, I'm going to try and provide balance so long as I'm here. And hopefully this will continue once I graduate and I'm able to start recording on my own. Because I want to say I was able to help out in getting people back in. Not being negative, but being positive. And, hopefully the people who've left won't be ashamed to come back, because, let's be honest here, wrestling is probably one of the least coolest things on the planet right now. And this will ruffle some feathers, and I really don't care. A lot of us as fans are to blame for that, because we don't know how to act accordingly. We bash things when we don't have to. We make the experience unpleasant for people who come to the shows now. Not all of us. You know the ones I'm talking about. And those people won't take a responsibility for what they're doing and what they've done. But I'm going to make sure they do. And hopefully this will give us some balance to what's going on here. And that's all I really have to say right now. I'm Adrian, and all I am, like I said, is a simple wrestling fan who wants to help. I'm not trying to change the world, and I'm not trying to make a gazillion dollars on this. All I want to do is help. That's all I want to do. And all I want to do is be honest. And I think an honest opinion and an honest podcast is what's missing these days. I'm not going to beat you over the head with a bunch of fantasy booking. I'm not going to beat you over the head with a bunch of reviews. I'm not going to beat you over the head with bashing certain wrestlers. I'm not going to beat you over the head with bashing other podcasters, though they'll know who I'm talking about, because I'm pretty sure this will get sent to somebody. And he'll know. And they'll know. So, till then, I'm Adrian. This is As the Buckle Turns. I'll see you next time.